welcome back to my channel. So currently I'm doing another video of first impressions, testing out the new Covergirl complexion that's on my face. I have a new palette from the drugstore, and when I saw this, you know me, everything that's Essence is affordable. So that is why I gravitate towards it, because if I can find something that's affordable, that's amazing, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna try it. So I saw this palette the other day at the drugstore. It's brand new. I had to pick it up. It's the Essence Yes I Can Natural Look eyeshadow palette. They had two. I kind of regret not picking up the other one. The other one had more bold statement colors in it. This one definitely is a more neutral color, but there was no testers in the store and I really couldn't see till I got home what this looked like inside. So this palette here, it was under $20. I'm trying to remember, I think it was like $18.99. It was cheap. It was, for a palette like this, it was cheap. So you get this palette. It's called Yes I Can Natural Look Palette, and then you open it and you get this beautiful, stunning eyeshadow palette with a freaking mirror. You know what I mean? Like, usually cheap eyeshadow palettes don't come with a mirror. I understand they're trying to cut the costs, but this comes with a stunning mirror and all these beautiful shades. I have not swatched this at all, so let's kind of go in and just test a few shades out. So we're gonna go in with Do Me. Feels creamy, it looks nice. Let's go for it. Again, it looks really nice. Let's try this matte shade called Be a Legend. Looks a little bit powdery. And let's go in with another matte shade since these shimmers are looking pretty decent. Let's go with Take It Easy. A little bit powdery. I don't really know. The matte shades do come off a little bit chalky, but I'm not too sure on the eye. I just posted a video on the new Essence Glamo Camo palette. It was the same kind of idea. They were very powdery in the pan, but on my eye they blended out seamlessly. And I actually have been using Glamo Camo palette. It's on my desk and I have not put it away. So that means I really like something, because I have so many options that if I'm using a Essence eyeshadow palette on an everyday basis, it means it's good. So let's hope that this palette is sort of similar to the Glamo Camo, and that will be that. I'm going to create some sort of eye look. Obviously I'm more of a neutral eye look just because it's a neutral palette. So if you would like to see how this palette performs, please keep watching. So first up, I'm using my Benefit Stay Don't Stray. This is my favorite eyeshadow primer. I use this with high-end, low-end, whatever kind of eyeshadows. This just really helps the eyeshadow stick and hold and stay all day. It also gives you some coverage, so if you do have darkness on your eyelids, this will also help conceal it. So first I'm going with this matte shade. It's called Say Yes. It's like a beige matte looking kind of shade. I'm just going to, it's very pigmented. I'm going to set the whole eyelid with this. So super pigmented. This is kind of reminding me of the Glamo Camo palette, so I have high hopes. I'm just going to set that primer, make sure there's no tackiness or stickiness. So for my crease, I'm going to take the number 16 brush from NYX. It's a blending sort of brush. I look kind of crazy. This is very white. So we're going to go in first with this shade. It's called Be Happy. So I'm picking up Be Happy, which is a more of a matte kind of orangey brown shade. So again, it's very powdery. When you dip your brush in, tap off the excess, make sure it doesn't fall over your face. So I'm just going to start to work that in my crease, taking it pretty high just because this first shade we laid down was very white. So I just got to kind of blend that. This shade is coming off a little bit more orange than it is in the pan. You definitely need to build with this color, but the good part about it is it's not looking patchy. So I'd rather have something that you have to build upon than a patchy eyeshadow. Taking the same shade on a Nude by Nature smudging brush. I'm just going to run that right underneath my lower lash line. I'm picking up the Nude by Nature, this is their blending brush, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of this shade called Be Unique. I thought this would kind of tie in nice to my lip color. So we're going to take a little bit of that, and I'm going to put that right in the crease of my eye. I'm not bringing it up as high, but we're just going to add a little bit of definition to the crease with this shade. Really pigmented. Again, they're a little bit more sheer, I find. You do kind of have to build on it, but they're blending out super nice and they have good pigment to them. Just have to kind of build on it, but no patchiness so far, which is a great sign. I like to go back in with my NYX brush with a little bit more of that Be Happy shade and just take a little bit just to blend the two shades together, because you just want a really smooth gradient transition. You don't want any harsh lines between the colors, so I like to add a little bit more of that just to make sure everything looks blended and nice. Taking this quote with like a little tapered blending brush, I want to pick up a dark shade just to see how the dark shades perform. We have basically a couple options. There's Be a Legend, Do It Again, or Do It Dark. I'm going to go in with Do It Dark, which is a brown with a little bit of purple to it. Picking some of this shade up, tapping it off. Make sure you tap this one off good, just because it's dark, so the fallout will be a little bit of a problem. So I like to just tap a little bit of this. Just want to see how it performs. So just on the outside of my eye. Disappointed. This shade, very sheer. This is a problem I find. So the lighter shades are going on really nice. The darker shades, not so much. The dark shade, this one is not really performing that well. Like there's basically nothing happening. That's a little bit disappointing. There's no pigment. Okay, so we're gonna try Do It Dark, which is this shade above it, right here, which is more of a brown. So that one is definitely better. It adds a little bit more color than the other one that we tried to use the first time around. But then when you go to blend it out, it kind of just disappears anyways, so not too sure how I feel about that. I'm gonna take a little bit of Do It Dark on our little smudging New by Nature brush that we used already underneath the lash line, and I'm gonna use it again just on the very outer corner. It did give me a little bit of dark definition, but nothing to write home about, you know what I mean? Okay, we have to definitely try out some of these sparkly shades just because I need to know how this performs. So we have some shades that have glitter. We have some shades that have some shimmer. I'm gonna take this Urban Decay brush that came in one of the palettes. I'm gonna dip into Do It For Love. So this is a shimmery burgundy kind of looking shade. I have nothing sprayed on my brush first. I just wanna see what happens. So I'm gonna take this and start to pack it on the outside of my eye to go over that dark shadow we just applied that didn't really work. So this is applying beautifully. The pigmentation is there without even any fixing kind of agent. The fallout is a little bit, you do get some fallout from it, so definitely I would try to do my eye makeup before my face makeup. I'm gonna wet the same brush on the other side with some of my BDL face mist. I'm gonna go in with the shade Do My Best, which is a gold shimmery glittery shade. I'm taking this and I'm only putting it right in the center of my eye. It's not as blinding as I wanted it to be. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Do Me, which is this really gold. It has like a shimmer to it. It's not a sparkle, but it's definitely a shimmery shade. I'm gonna go right over top of that just to kind of give it the pop that I wanted. So I'm gonna go in, this is going on stunning. Wow. Okay, so applying it with the fingers first. So next I'm just taking a Joe Fresh lip brush. I'm going to go in with this color called Go Natural, which is in the very corner. This is another shade that has a little bit of a sheen to it. So I'm picking that up and I'm just going to place that right in the inner corner. These little metallic shades they're really beautiful. They go on really nice. Really pretty. Also going to take this in my tear duct. For my eyeliner today, I'm going to use this Art Deco. This is the Mineral Eye Styler in number 59. It's a dark, dark brown. So I'm just going to do a line going all the way across, no wing today. So we're just going to start that. I'm also going to take that into the waterline as well. I'm going to go in with a coat of Bourjois Twist Up the Volume Mascara in the Black Bomb edition. I've been loving this mascara. It's really good. So I'm going to go with one little coat of that because I'm going to put a pair of lashes on. And then on the bottom lashes, I'm just going to go in with the Annabelle Skinny Mascara. I'm just going to finish off the look with the pure eyelashes in the style Diva. Okay, so this is my finished look, and I'm going to tell you, I really think that this is a great drugstore palette. You can't go wrong. It's under $20, number one. The case you get is a hard case. It's really durable. I think it's not cheap. It's great to travel with. It won't break in your luggage or anything like that. I like a hard case like this. And then when you open it up, you get a great size mirror, which again is great for traveling or just for everyday use. Now, there is one downside to this palette. I would say that the dark shades don't perform. They're very, very sheer. They're not dark at all. So if you're looking for a palette that's going to give you great, bold, dark shades, skip on this one because it's not here in this palette. But to be honest, there's only about 3 darker shades in this palette. The rest are more neutral. They're either glitter or have like a sheen to them, or a light matte shade. Those ones perform great. Obviously, I didn't try every single color in this palette. I can do another look using this palette again, using different shades just to test it out. The shades are definitely powdery when you dip your brush into the pan, so you have to tap off the excess. They are powdery. Same with the Glamo Camo that I tried, but on the eye, they do blend out seamlessly, smooth, and soft. So I don't really have any complaints with that, just because if they blended out patchy, obviously then I would not like this palette, but I think it blends out really, really nice, and I really do recommend it, except for those 3 dark shades. The palette is absolutely amazing. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.